Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have the technical session number 82. Our subject is excavation procedure prior to the construction for the projects. So before going ahead, I would like to request you to press the bell icon, like it, share it, subscribe in order to reach the next video with easy access. So what is the excavation? Excavation is a main procedure prior to starting the project. So, what are the precautions and what are the procedure of, and how it's important for the on the safety point of view and the construction point of view. So, first of all, the excavation place should be having the NOC from the different authorities, which are exist in every country, according to the utilities, what utilities and the dry utilities of the uh, in compliance with the local codes. So we will go to the excavation procedure. The first and the primary step involved in the excavation to take the NOC from the different authorities and then clearing this construction site under uh, bushes, weeds, and the plants, and setting the safety barriers and the make the diversion and whatever it is, the safety points indicates the routes and the all assembly point and whatsoever it is, it should be in accordance to the local rule. Then setting out the ground tracking and the process laying down excavation lines and the center lines on the grounds before excavation is started. The maximum of the four and the minimum two benchmarks are marked on the corner of the measurements level. So these benchmarks are marked on the permanent structure like length, road, or tree. Then the fencing marking by lime powder. Then the reference drawings, which are the as-built drawings of the previous contract, if it is exists there. Benchmarks depend upon the excavation is fixed. And then number 6, excavation is done by manual or machine and mean depending upon the availability and the make the method of works methodology of the construction. The excavation soil either removed from the site or stuck from the site. This should be arranged or caught away to the municipal area. Minimum 1 meter distance from the maintained between the stocking, excess soil, and the pits, so that due to rain or the other forces of the soil should be swept in a pit. Dressing the excavation pits is to be done as specified in the drawings. Number 9, if the site is located in loose soil area, proper shoring must be done to hold the loose soil. Number 10, the construction dewatering wells and the interconnecting trenches are provided if needed. So all the sides of the building must be sealed for the safety purpose. So these are the main things for the excavation. Then the trial trench pit is recommended. This trial trench it will be mostly covered up to 1 meter to 2.5 meters in order to, this is the manual trial trench, in order to see the any location or any crossing or any corridor of the utility services. And also by the as-built is also to confirm the some deep lines, either some deep lines are there crossing in the same line. It can be located by the manuals, direction are inside and whatsoever the drawings and these things, it will be confirmed. So after that, there is the excavation process. Again, we will discuss setting corner benchmark. Number one, establish dewatering if required. Survey number three, survey ground and the two levels, top levels. Number four, excavation on the approved depth, up to the approved depth. Number five, dressing the soil, loose soil. And number six, marking up the cut off level. Number seven, the construction of drying wells and interconnected trenches. Number eight, marking the boundaries of the buildings. Number nine, construction protection rents. Number 10, control of slurry by accumulated tank or what is the approved procedure. So this is also must. And also keep this is the responsibility of the contractor and the third party and the stakeholders that this should not be disturb the uh, public, and it should not be disturb the environmental, or the slurry should not be run on the roads and the passageway and the pedestrian, or nothing should be disturbed. So how long the excavation is done and safely? Number one, inspect trenches daily before work going. Uh, Check whether the condition before the work is mindful of rain and the storm. Number three, keep heavy equipments away from the trenches. Number four, be mind that the location of the utilities or the underground are protected or relocated or in the safe position. Number five, always wear proper protective equipments. Number six, don't work beneath raised sheet piles and these things. So if the excavation is deep, so all the sheet pile or the trench box or whatever the required, it should be there. And the passage from the top to bottom, the stairs, it should be according to the uh, safety rules. It is not directly going up. It should be going by the landing steps of the stairs, and number of the people should be moved. This is a safety procedure. Whatever it should be properly approved and exercised. So the sheet piles on the interlocking tile edges are driven into the ground and they provide the permanent or the temporary earth protection and the excavation support. So what are the sheet piles? Sheet piles walls have been used support excavation for the below grade parking structure, basement, pumps, houses, foundations, construction, cofferdams, and the construct seawalls and the bulkheads, permanent steel sheets, piles designed for how long the services of the life. Types of the sheet piles, walls, timber sheet piles, or the steel sheet pile, or the temporary sheet piles for the excavation pits. Concrete sheet piles also. These are the precast concrete membranes usually join the trunks in the grooves. Uh, like the some caisson in round rings, it should be put on the ground and the sinking procedure should be go down. This is also one procedure also. So caisson sinking will all the rings it will make one complete wall against the uh, side protection. And then there is a shotcrete also. Sometimes it is applied the shotcretes in order to the shotcrete with reinforcement and the shotcrete without reinforcement should be applied around the excavation area. It is depend upon the area of the or the strata of the if the strata is weak, so this precaution should be taken in order to make the there is the human life risk in the excavation. procedure. So the maximum safety measures to be considered. Then removal of the soil cart away to the municipal area or whatever the area agreed, how the trucks will come and the soil will not accommodate it on there and it should be moved. And some slurry also, it will be transferred to the tanks and the tanks will pump it to the, this is the procedure. Again, I will say the safety procedure, uh, it will apply to the, in accordance to the site situation and whatsoever it is. So as for the possible to carry excavation and the filling simultaneously to avoid the double handling also, this procedure also it will become in the methodology. Backfilling also, select the stock or the required material such as to place that it should not be obstruct either construction activities. The excess of unwanted material should be immediately cart away to the disposal area. So what are the quality checks in the excavated area? Recording initial ground level and the check the size of the bottom and disposal of the unsuitable material for the filling, stacking the suitable material for the filling, strata classification approved by the competent authority, dressing bottom and the sides of the excavation pits as per the drawing and as per the methodology and per the center line, and necessary safety measures observed. And parallel to the safety measure, there are the quality measures also. So, what are the quality measures we should consider? Recording the initial ground level. Number two, sample is approved for the backfilling. Number three, necessary marking reference points are established for final level and the backfilling. Number four, backfilling is being carried out in layers 15 centimeter to 20 centimeter, whatever as per the specification. And number five, the required dewatering competition is done. Required watering and the compaction is to be done. Reduced density if is achieved. So these are the main quality checks also, and one also safety checks more. Any visitor or anybody come, he should follow the protocol, should sign the entry points, and put his name and designation and whatever time in and time out and the purpose of the visit. This is the log as per the visitor classification. In the excavation area, then the lifting procedure is also should be approved by the structure engineer, how the cranes, how the equipments are using, and how this excavation, either it is very vast area, it will be by the steps, or it will need the sheet pile, or the second pile, or the any caissons, concrete precast, or whatever that it is, should be properly studied, and the approved master statement should be used for this excavation. So excavation is most major activity and on the safety wise and to disturb the environmental friendly activities. This is very necessary to work out properly on the safety side and as well as the quality sides and the proper works and the reporting and the monitoring on the daily basis for the dewatering. If the dewatering is installed in that one, the 24 hours watchman should be there alternately to cover all of these activities and should be informed. The telephone numbers should be there. Also, the watchman should inform the authorities and the responsible person or the spokesperson what are the going on the activities. Because if the dewatering water is less and then the sinking the corrosive soil and the sand soil and the maybe collapse around the building. So it is very sophisticated activities, and the authorities and the third party and the all stakeholders, they should keep an eye and fix the focal person to in order to take the information all the times. So this was the briefing about the excavation. while our projects is going to start, which is volume wise or the money wise, which is a huge quantity. So thank you very much and have a nice day. See you again in next session with another subject.